Hey everyone, welcome. Today, we're going to get really good at a simple but super powerful skill, asking for information in English. Because let's be real, if you can ask questions, you can learn anything.
So, how do we actually do it? How do we ask for information in English? Well, you might be surprised to learn that it all starts with just a few very powerful little words. We're going to focus on 3 essential words. Seriously, think of them like your secret keys to unlocking conversations and finding out anything you need to know. So, you ready to dive in? First up, we have the word what. This one's a total classic and probably one of the most useful question words you will ever learn. So, what's its job? It's really simple. We use what anytime we need to ask about things, objects, or even actions. It's your go-to word for learning about the world all around you. Let's see what in action here. Whether you're asking for someone's name, their favorite food, or what time it is, you're always asking about a specific thing. For instance, if you ask, what time is it, you're asking for a piece of information, and the answer, it is 10 o'clock, gives you that information. See how that works? So here's the simple rule to lock in your brain. Use what whenever you want to know about a thing or an idea. If the answer is an object, a name, or a concept, then your question probably starts with what. All right, let's move on to our second keyword, where. Now, if what is about things, where is all about one thing and one thing only, location, location, location. Yep, that's its only job. You're going to use where anytime you need to ask about a place or a location. This is incredibly useful when you're traveling or even just trying to find your way around a new building. Just look at how this works. Asking where is the station or where do you live will always get you an answer about a place. The answer is always pointing you to a location, whether that's the city center or simply at home. And that brings us to the simple rule for where. It's this easy. If the answer you need is a place, any kind of location, then your question should always start with where. That's it. Our third and final key for today is how. Now, this one's a little different. It's not about things or places. Instead, how is about the way something is or the condition it's in. So we use how to ask about the method, the manner, or the condition. You can kind of think of it as asking, in what way, or in what state. Let's check out these examples. The most famous is probably, how are you? This asks about your condition, your feeling. Then there's, how do you go to school? Which asks about the method. The answer, I go by bus. Now here's a very important one to remember. We ask, how old are you? To find out someone's age. This is a special, super common phrase in English, so it's a really good one to just learn exactly as it is. So here's the key takeaway for how. It's all about the process or the state of something. You're going to use how whenever you want to ask about the way something happens or the condition it's in. If your question is about a method or a feeling, how is your word. Okay, you've learned the rules, and you know what that means? It's time to practice. Let's test what you've picked up. You ready?
Here's the first one. Fill in the blank. Is your favorite color? Just take a second and think about it. Are we asking about a thing, a place, or a condition?
And the answer is what? What is your favorite color? Perfect. Because a color is a thing. You got it. Okay, next one. A very practical question. Is the toilet? What kind of answer are you hoping to get here? Of course, it's got to be where. Where is the toilet? You're asking for the location of a place. You're doing great. And for our last practice question, do you feel today? Which of our 3 keys fits in this spot? That's it. How? How do you feel today? Because you are asking about a condition. Fantastic work. So let's review our 3 essential keys one last time. Just remember, use what for things, use where for places, and use how for the way or the condition. Just these 3 little words open up a whole world of conversation. And that brings us to the end. So here's a final thought and a little challenge for you. What 3 questions can you write down, or maybe even ask someone, using what, where, and how today? The best way to learn is to practice. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and keep asking questions.